Hello again, my fellow pilots and my fellow aircraft maintenance personnel. Your host is always Haitham Ali, and I'm an aviation technical instructor. Welcome to my aviation nuggets for today. Today, everybody, we are going to speak about basic knowledge regarding APU, Auxiliary Power Unit. Auxiliary Power Unit. APU, everybody, as you can see here, is an auxiliary gas turbine engine located at the aft section of the aeroplane, probably in the tail unit, unpressurized area, or fireproof compartment to allow the aircraft to be independent from the bleed source and electrical sources on ground. Okay, everybody, APU are meant, or APU is meant to allow the aircraft to be independent from ground cart or ground support equipment when the aircraft is on ground. APU supplies the aircraft with electrical power thanks to the electrical generator on the gearbox. And also the APU supplies the aircraft with pneumatic and bleed source for air conditioning, engine starting on ground. Okay, everybody? So the APU supplies the aircraft with pneumatic and electric power. Electric power and the pneumatic power. As you can see here, everybody, the auxiliary power unit, or APU as it is commonly known, is a small gas turbine engine as shown in this figure, fitted to aircraft to provide electric power from shaft-driven generators, pneumatic duct pressure for air conditioning and engine starting purpose. Most of the main gas turbine engines having a pneumatic starter, so probably you need to start the APU first, and when the APU become available, you can take bleed load or pneumatic bleed to start the main engine thanks to the air starter on the gas turbine engine. Okay, and also you may use the APU on ground or in flight for air conditioning purpose. Okay, everybody? Also, we have electrical generator on the APU to supply the aircraft with electrical power. Electrical generator on the APU to supply the aircraft with electrical power. What is the main three module for the APU? What is the main three modules of the APU? Is the power section, load compressor, and the gearbox. Okay, everybody? Power section, everybody, is a small gas turbine engine, provide mechanical shaft power to rotate the load compressor and the gearbox. The load compressor are meant for pneumatic source or pneumatic load. And the gearbox will rotate the electrical generator, which is meant for electrical load. Everybody. So, everybody, as you can see here, this is the three section or modules of the APU. Power section, load compressor, and accessory gearbox. Power section, load compressor, and accessory gearbox. The power section will provide mechanical shaft power to rotate the load compressor and the accessory gearbox. The load compressor is meant for bleed load demand, to supply bleed for air conditioning on ground or in flight, for engine start on ground, also maybe for wing anti-ice. Okay, everybody, but it's not normally the APU can be used for wing anti-ice. Okay, everybody? So bleed load demand thanks to the load compressor. Electrical demand thanks to the gearbox mounted generator. Everybody. Okay, everybody? Okay, so as you can see here, everybody, it is called an auxiliary power unit, since it is not the primary source of power for the aircraft. What is the primary source of power on the aircraft? It is the main gas turbine engines or main engines. Okay, everybody? It is not meant for thrust. And it's mainly used on the ground. APU mainly used on ground. Is it possible to use the APU in flight? Yes, APU may be used in flight just in case of dual bleed loss happen to the aircraft, or maybe 4 bleed loss. According to the airliner, if it has 2 engines or 4 main engines. Each engine also supply or considered the main source of bleed or pneumatic in flight. And the bleed or pneumatic in flight will supply air conditioning and pressurization. So, if all bleed fault in flight, the APU may be used as a bleed load source for the main reason of cabin pressurization. So the APU mainly will be used on ground to allow the aircraft to be independent from bleed ground support equipment or electrical ground support equipment. Okay, everybody, the APU mainly used on the ground when the aircraft engine are not running, and the APU provides the above 2 service, bleed and electrical power, but can also on certain occasion be used in the air. What this occasion, everybody? It is all bleed loss from the engine, main engine bleed loss. So the APU may take advantage in this scenario and be a second source for bleed source in flight. Maybe also we have the APU generator as an electric source in flight. What if all engine failures? So there will be no integrated drive generator or the main generators for the airliner. So that in that case, the APU generator may be used as an electrical source, as an electrical power supply source, okay, in flight to supply the aircraft electrical network, So this is the 3 module of the APU: power section, load compressor, and gearbox. Power section, load compressor, and gearbox, everybody. And the power section is a small gas turbine engine. Probably comprise of centrifugal compressor stage, reverse flow combustion chamber, and axial flow turbine. This small gas turbine engine will provide mechanical shaft power to rotate load compressor and a gearbox. Okay, everybody? So the small gas turbine engine, known as the power section, driving a load compressor to produce pneumatic power, and also the gas turbine engine provide mechanical shaft power to rotate the accessory gearbox containing the electrical generator, as the electrical generator is also driven by the gearbox and the load compressor. Probably the APU will be single shaft, 1 RPM. Okay, everybody, axial flow and fixed speed. The APU will rotate at a fixed speed, so that on the gearbox we only have generator, not an IDJ, because when the APU will rotate, it will rotate at a fixed speed. So we have fixed speed, okay, to the generator, everybody. Okay, everybody? Okay. So, thank you for your good listening, and always fly safely and maintain your aircraft very safely. From Cairo, Egypt, your host was Haysam Ali, and I'm an aviation technical instructor. Please stay tuned for an upcoming session like this to continue our basic aircraft system sessions. Thank you, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.